Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Trading Part-Time University. It is February the 7th. This is the Forex and Futures class. Hey, thank you so much for attending, everybody. Before we jump into class really quickly, let's go over this disclaimers. I do not promise that you're going to profit if you purchase a stock or a bond or a futures position or a Forex position. It's recommended that if you're going to trade, please do so with caution. We're going to look at the paper money platform by TD Ameritrade. We're probably going to look at my real money platform by TD Ameritrade, not a recommendation to buy or sell. And everything is for illustrative purposes only. The key is understand that successful trading during one time period does not guarantee successful investing in additional time period as market conditions change. Be aware of those changes. Read the rest of the disclaimers really quickly. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is the Forex and Futures class. And let me grab something really quickly. But do me a favor, guys. Type in any pairs that you want to look at. I mean, I'm going to look at some pairs, obviously, but this is a coaching class, so we can look at anything. If you want to look at the Cuvetta alerts, whatever. You pop it, your own stuff. Just pop in a pair. Let me know the time frame, and we'll analyze that together, and we'll talk about some stuff. But I do want to go let me get something really quickly while y'all typing in some questions. Wasn't very far away. I actually had it right in front of me. All right. But please, guys, yes, type in your stuff. This ain't no good unless you kind of type in your questions of what y'all want to look at, what y'all want to talk about, everything. Right? Let's see here. The base. Okay. So I do want to talk about this, though, just kind of quickly, just to refresh you guys. So, again, this is a review, and then we'll jump in while y'all are typing in y'all's symbols. Hopefully y'all are trading and not just taking alerts because y'all are taking alerts. Hopefully y'all actually know why you're taking alerts. Okay, so the Euro United States dollar, for example. Somebody tell me, okay, so we have the base, right? Which one of these is the base currency? The base currency. We have the quote and we have the base. So of the Euro United States dollar, which one is the base and which one is the quote? USD is, quote. So look, George, but USD is quote, base quote. Guillermo, does that mean you don't know what that means? Base quote, USD is quote. Okay, left is the base. So the left is always the base pair. Left is always the base. Euro is the base. Yeah, exactly. And the quote is always the right. Okay? And so the right is always the quote. Okay? And so, somebody just tell me, again, I know this is a review, we'll look at charts, but we have a couple of new people in here. The Euro United States dollar. Okay, so if the left is the base and the right is the quote, the base currency is always equal to 1 unit. Okay? 1 unit, while the quoted currency is one of the base. Okay, for example, let's see here the Euro United States dollar. Let's just say that the Euro United States dollar was quote here. Let's say this. So we're going to do this. Again, this is just a review. I'm just waiting for questions. But some of this might be pretty good. Okay, so the Euro US dollar. Let's say that price is 1.3421. Okay? Let's just say that that's what the price currently is of the Euro United States dollar. Okay, so the euro is, let me see here. We get euro. Somebody tell me, how much is that? Okay, so if this is in euro, how much is that in USD? Do y'all know how to calculate that? So what I mean is, I know, here, let me just do this. This might help out. So I don't know if you guys know this, but if you take 1 and you divide it by that number, okay, so it's the 1.3421, what does that equal? Okay, what does that equal? 1, so you take the 1 divided by 1.3421, and that equals 0.7451. Okay? That means that the US dollar, but I don't know if you guys need this, but $1 US is equal to 0.7451 euro. Did y'all know that? Yeah. So like check this out. So if you look at the chart and this is how it's quoted, then you take the 1, okay? Like we said, the base currency is always equal to 1. You take the base currency divided by the number, which is on the chart, and then whatever you get, that's pretty cool. So like if you're going to go to Europe, then you know that one of your dollars equals 0.74 euro, right? That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm just waiting for y'all to type in questions, but I thought that was pretty neat to know. So like right here, when I pull up a chart and I go look at the Euro US dollar, for example, the Euro US dollar, right now it is 1.1351. So if you say, how much does one of my dollar equal? Then you take 1 and you divide it by 1.1353. Right? So get your calculator. You take 1 divided by 1.1353, and that is 0.8808. That means one of our United States dollars is equal to 88 cents right now. So if you're planning on making a trip, or let's say Europe, that's pretty cool. I didn't know if you guys knew that, but that's how you calculate how much money's worth. And so if I do the United States dollar against the Japanese yen, again, I'm not saying you're going to Japan. Let's do Canada. Okay, let's say, USD Canada, right? Same thing. Right now, it's 1.32, so 1.32. Well, you wouldn't worry about it. And then you do the same thing. You do 1 divided by that. So it's just, again, same thing. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I just like that. I was just waiting for y'all to type in questions. You got filled? But anyway, I didn't really know that when I first started at all, but that was pretty cool. So let's take a look here. I got filled on the British pound Canadian dollar, because I'm going to show y'all something really cool. Hey, Roman. Okay, so let me put this in right here. I got filled on the British pound Canadian dollar. Where did you get filled on, Guillermo? Do you remember what date, or did you get filled on an intraday chart? So I'm going to analyze this because this is what I want to talk about also today. The trade in the currency market, if you're patient, is super easy. Super easy. Actually, trading any market, if you're patient, is super easy. But what's the key word in that? Patient. Patient, right? Patient. So 1.7201. 1.7. So you're losing. Wait, did you go to the upside or downside? It says I got filled. Did you go to the upside? Oh, the downside. Why did you get into the downside? Okay, this is where we're going to talk about this because, okay, I need to know why you got filled on the downside. So let's go to a 6-month chart. Let me start with the British pound Canadian dollar because you're not going to be trading this to the downside at all. Okay? Now, I don't know if you're trading on a 5-minute chart. Maybe you're trading on a 5-minute chart. But we can look at a 5-minute chart. Oh, you're trading on the 5-minute chart. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. That's where you got on? Okay. Well, let me just kind of show you the bigger picture. Let's see here. Okay. So the first thing that you guys need to do, no matter what, if you're trading the 5-minute chart or 10-minute, because you guys, this is so, it's not hard. It's so easy. Let's take a look at this bigger picture. For example, this particular trade, I'm up close to, like 100, how's it? About 160 pips-ish, something like that. Okay, so what you always want to do is you want to start with a bigger time frame, okay? This is how I do it. I'm going to start with the daily. Now, what I'm looking for are these spots down here. This is the RSI indicator. Now, I have the RSI 7. That's what I like to use. When I'm looking at the daily, I have the RSI 7, 730. Okay? So somebody tell me, what is the RSI? Like, what does it do? What is the main purpose of the RSI? Somebody type in the chat. What is the main purpose of the RSI? The main purpose of the RSI shows overtraded, measures oversold and overbought. Good, because it's an indicator, right? Extremes, yeah. Yeah, so the RSI, and again, I actually like this indicator. If you really expand this RSI, you'll see all these lines. Now, the 70 here and here. So whenever price is in this is called the upper. Now, it's called the upper reversal zone, but it doesn't mean that it has to reverse right away. But this is what you're looking for. Guys, if you want to catch these big moves, and again, I'm up like 700 and something pips in like a couple days, because all I'm looking for are the big moves. The big moves. And in order for us to catch these big moves, I'm not looking for 10 pips here, 20 pips here, 30 pips here. I ain't looking for that, okay? So I'm looking for big moves that are going to pay big. So here we go. I am looking in these zones. Now, it's called the overbought. But here's the thing, and you guys know this indicator. One of the things is if price is up here, that means that it's strongly bullish. So it's kind of conflicting, right? You know, you hear people say this is the overbought, but it is the overbought, but it's also the strongly bullish. And then hence, this is the strongly bearish. So if I'm going to catch a move to the upside, do I want, again, let's say I'm looking to catch a move to the upside, okay? Then do I want this price to be up here if I'm looking to catch the extreme moves? Because remember too, it's up here. That means it's already gone a long ways. Yes, it could continue to go up a ton. I get it. But would you rather catch it up here or catch it down here when it's going up? So would you rather catch it, in this case it's the oversold, but also extremely bearish, because remember how trends work. Remember how trends work. If we go down here, okay, and we look at just how trends work, if the trend is going down, it can go down for a long time, but eventually trends reverse. Trends reverse. Let me repeat. I'm not trying to catch 20 pips or 30 pips and make 10 bucks, 20 bucks. I'm trying to catch hundreds and 200 and 300 pips. Those little bit of pips don't mean nothing, okay? Unless you're putting $1 million of risk per pip. But making 10 bucks here, 5 bucks here, that don't do nothing. That barely pays for commission, okay? So when price is going down, I'm looking for reversal patterns, right? Because if I can catch the bottom, and this is so critical, also for your option trading, guys, for those of you in the option class and all that, this is so critical, okay? Because if you can catch the bottom, then, okay, so let's envision the RSI down here. Let's say that's the overbought and that's the oversold. So if you can catch the trade when it's down here, this is what this looks like. When you see this down here, that means it's in the strongly bearish, but also the potential oversold area. I want to catch that bad boy when it's coming out, right? And then that way, if it does this, and it goes up here, and it trends up here for a long time, I'm in this trade from the beginning. I'm not looking for this tiny little move. I'm looking for the big daddy move. I'm trying to actually grow my account, right? So, here's the thing. If I go back to this RSI, back to my question, would you rather, if you're trying to go bullishly, where do you want to catch this? Do you want to catch it up here, or do you want to catch it down? Tell me, up or down. Where do you want to catch this if you're looking for a big... At the bottom. At the bottom, starting to go up. Not when it's already up, okay? So that's the first thing I want to talk about. This indicator, and I have the 7, the 70, and the 30. That's what I look it for. So when I look at a chart, and let's just take a look at the British pound Canadian dollar, because it's one that I'm crushing it. And I take a look over here. Let's go, well, let's see here. It's already came out, but here's my deal. When I looked at my chart, it was down here. Okay? So this is the oversold or strongly bearish. Now, it's not strongly bearish unless it stays down here. Look at this. See how this came down and just bounced right up? Came down and bounced right up. Hit the bottom here. Kind of did ugly stuff. But look at this. This is my main thing. Hit the bottom here. Right? Look when it got in that zone. Look at that move. And then this is just starting. Who knows how long this is going to go. But what I did was, when I'm going through my watch list, I'm looking for this to be here. If I look at a chart and the RSI is in the middle, I don't care. I'm not looking for 10 pips or 20 pips. That'll do it for me. Okay? I'm looking to grow my account to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, not $50. Okay? And so if I look now at price. So if this is going down here in this zone, we know price is going down. Remember, we're looking for extreme conditions. Extreme conditions. So somebody tell me this price pattern. Okay? What is this price pattern right here? Up, pull back. What is that? It's a bull flag, right? It's a bull flag, right? Bull flag. So when I see this indicator down here, and I see that prices went up to a higher high, and it pulled back, oops, and it's pulling back. Now, I don't know when this is going to end. We don't just jump into this trade. But what we're trying to do is get the very best entry. So I look and I see that this low is higher. So as soon as I saw this here, this is where price was at. Okay? Now, if you notice, you can barely see it, but I've got a little yellow circle. I got a little yellow circle right there. That little yellow circle is right here. Okay? Right there. So, what I do was, as soon as I saw it was in this area, it's on my radar. It doesn't mean that I'm trading it yet, but it's on my radar. All of the charts that are in the middle, they're not on my radar until they get in these zones. These zones. This got in the zone, you can't tell, but on that day it was down here. And wouldn't you have liked to catch that move? That is not a 10 pip move, my friends. That is a granddaddy move. Okay, that's a granddaddy move. And that's also what we're looking for here. When it's up here, look at that. That's a big boy move. That's not a baby move. That's a big boy move. Okay, or a big girl, whatever. So anyway, now how do we spot it? So as soon as I see this in this zone, I am going to flip it to the 1 hour chart. Actually, I don't need to flip it because I already got my 1 hour chart pulled up. The 1 hour chart. Now, somebody tell me, when I see this, this is very important to your long-term success. When I see this, it's on my radar. What am I looking for on the 1 hour? Because, or it could reverse trend because it's in the oversold area. What am I looking for on the 1 hour trend? If I see that, what am I looking for over here? This is very important. This is how you trade. Okay, higher highs and higher highs. Yeah. Okay, but we're trying to do even better than that. Ooh, we just got filled on something. We're trying to do even better than that. We're looking for reversal patterns, right? So, if you know my indicator, I have the RSI over here, but I have the 14, same 70 and 30, and I have the MACD. The MACD 1226.9. It's the default. It's the default. This is the default. The only one I changed was this one on the daily. But this is the default. So, same thing though. Price is coming down and look, it's down here. Right? This indicator is in the tank. But I can also see the price and see that it formed a what? What price pattern is here? Those are your technical analysis. What price pattern is that? Or put a question mark if you don't know. This is about swing structure. George, do you know what that is? A potential double bottom. Thanks, Guillermo. Double bottom. I'm looking for reversal patterns to the upside. Double bottoms. Inverted head and shoulders. W patterns, right? That's what I'm looking for. Know your reversal patterns because this is telling me that it could reverse. I see this down here. Now we're going to take it a step even farther. So, look at this. Price is pretty much flat, right? This indicator is starting to turn up. We got a green arrow pop up here. So on my MACD, I started with the daily. I saw it in the bottom zone here. Price was here. Now I'm looking at this chart because if it's in the middle, I don't care about it. I flip over to my 1 hour and this was the picture at the time. I saw a double bottom. I saw this indicator with a divergence and I got this green arrow. Now my stuff's going to erase. I don't know how to do it on that. But the next day, boom, right there. This is where I got into the trade. I got into the break of the double bottom. And I had confirmation. I was confident because of this divergence and this green arrow. Because again, this is a bull flag right here. Bull flags do what? They go up, they come down, and if they work, they bounce to a higher high. Right? So if I get in here and this goes way up here, I'm making like 400 or 500 pips. 100, not 10 pips, 30 pips, hundreds of pips. Okay? You can't grow your account unless you got a lot of money on 20 point or 20 pip moves. Unless you're rich. And I don't think everybody in here has millions of dollars. That means nothing. You need big moves. Big boy moves. Let me repeat. Man, we got stuff filling everywhere over here. I don't know what's happening. That's our option trades. You guys know I'm sending out alerts everywhere. Okay, so is everybody with me so far? If you don't understand, please, or if this doesn't make sense or you disagree, please put it in the chat. Because I'm here to help you guys make lots of money. So you actually enjoy this. So, are you with me so far? I got a message. And the message was, does this analysis apply to stocks as well? Because don't you guys like option trading? Option trading is the best market to trade. This analysis is how we do the option trading as well. Get good at your analysis and you can trade any market, including the futures market. Right? This is Forex and futures. We're not nickeling diming with these little boys. Okay? So, here's the thing. Now let's fast forward because this is where I got in. And now let's look. Went down. Didn't get stopped out because my stop loss was like 25 pips. So the line's going to disappear. But look where we're at now. Now, here's a key area. We're doing good on this one. Here. So here's the thing. This is the 200 moving average. This is a big area. Price is going to make a decision. So when we get in down here, we're always going to watch when it approaches the 200. If price starts to roll over up here, then I can move my stop up and get out. Okay? Now, if it breaks through, and again, you don't have to do that. You can just move your stop loss to up here, you know, because again, we can move it underneath this moving average or whenever this, we call it a bracket low. When the bracket low confirms, which means it made a new high, you can move it up. So that's one way. And you could wait till it pulls back if it does and go up and then move your stop up, okay? But again, depending on how much profit you just do. If you're up 140 pips, and that's a lot, you know, and you see it maybe making a move here, you can move it up. But here's the thing. If this is going to continue to the upside on the daily, there's a lot more move potential, right? We're just starting. But here's the deal. What if it comes up here to resistance? If it comes up here to resistance and forms this, guys, this is a reversal pattern at a strong area. Now, I'm really going to be paying attention to this because over here, if this falls, it can fall a long way. That's what I'm looking for. So let's go look at a couple others. Okay, and then we'll get back to your thing. But that's what happened. Now look at, and I even told every single one of y'all, I said, watch the British pound. Go back to all the classes, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. I told y'all very clearly, watch the British pound. Just like I'm telling you right now, watch the Aussie dollar. Because this trend might be exhausted, but it's not. Look at this one. Okay, somebody tell me how we did. Okay, this is the British pound New Zealand dollar. Guys, if you didn't get in it, you missed it. Here we go. Look at this. And I told all of you, watch the British pound. Did it get into our zone? Yes or no? Did it get into our zone? Yes. Yes, right? Okay, so got into our zone. That was here. So once, and again, it was pulling back. Now, it was forming roughly an equal low, but still, this was an extreme move. Price was in here. I want to catch it back up. So then we shifted to our hourly, right? And that was here. Look at the bottom. Doesn't that look very, very similar? We have a bottom. It's starting to base. Look at this. Just like we showed a minute ago. This is coming out of the zone. This gave me a green arrow. I entered on the break of the double bottom. How are we doing right now? How are we doing? This is easy. You can't make this hard. The reason why it's hard for some of you, and I get it, it's because you're trading too damn much. You're trading too damn much. You're trading all this crap in the middle. You're trading all this crap in the middle, and that's why you're getting punished. Stop it. Be patient. If there's no setups, then you ain't taking no trades. We're trying to hit home runs, not 10 pips, not 20 pips. Unless you're day trading and your account's millions of dollars, that is going to do nothing for you. Stop it. Here's the deal. And I'm being tough with you guys because I have to. Look at this. Did we catch the exact bottom? No, not the exact bottom, but this yellow, you can barely see it, is that yellow. We got in close. We got in close. I'll answer that. That's a beautiful question. Okay, but do you see that? And how this is going to erase? How many pips is that? That's where it's at. It's at 1.9169. 1.9169 right now. Minus, I believe my entry was right around there. I'll tell you exactly, but I got too many charts pulled up. It's hard for me to go back and analyze it. Do you want to know how many pips that is, my friends? From here, and I'm not out of this trade, to here, that is 358 pips. Just on this one. How you doing? You like that? We're not talking about 15 pips. We're not talking about 25 little tiny worthless pips. Exactly. This ain't doing it for me. This is doing it for me. You might trade less, but do you want to make money? Or do you want to just trade like a mad person? I ain't trading like no mad person. And look at this. Do you think this trend's over? Maybe. But guess what? It might have a little bit more juice left in it. If it has a little bit more juice left in it, then oof, that's so sweet. We're not done. I did not take this one. I didn't take this one. Look at the difference. It just is ugly. There's no clear picture. Look at this one. Oh, how we doing? How we doing? Look at this. Is this picture pretty much identical to the other ones? Now, it came way and just touched it, but it was at the bottom. Here's the bottom. It's not on my radar unless it's in the bottom. Look what happened over here. Is this picture pretty much dang near the same picture? Here, in the zone, hourly, beautiful, green arrow. How we doing? 1.8258. 1.8258 minus, I think our entry, I know I got in it. Yeah, I think it was like 1.7935. I think that's what I did. It was minus 1.7935. How we doing? We doing all right? That's almost 800 pips in 3 trades. You guys cool with 800 pips, or are you happy with 12 pips? You happy with 15 pips and you get your blood pressure pumped up because you think you're doing good? You happy with that? We're not done. We're not done. Look at this. Does that look like it's slowing down anytime soon? It might. But guess what? This just might go all the way back up to here. And if it does, we might get another 200 pips. We might end up making about 600 pips on this chart. How we doing? We're not done. It's the U.S. Canadian dollar. This might be the biggest one of all. You guys understand what I'm talking about. This is the daily chart. It came into the zone down here. You might have got suckered in over here with a small loss. That was the time. I didn't get in there. I didn't see any clear reversal pattern. But then guess what price did for us? It went out of the zone, but didn't it come back? So, somebody tell me this. What do we have going on the daily chart? What is this? What do we call that? My line's drawn on it. What's this? That's a divergence, my friend. Is that, since it's down here, is that a bullish sign or a bearish sign? That's a bullish sign. Okay. So, on this day, right here, it's on my radar. Why is it on my radar? Because it's down. Well, it's actually on my radar here. It's on my radar because when I look, it's in the bottom zone. And then, when I see a divergence, oh my gosh, even better. So what do you think I did? When I see this and this, what's my next move? This is the daily chart. What's my next move? When I see this, and I see this down here, what's my next move? It ain't no buy stop. Hey, Guillermo, look what Guillermo typed. Look at the 1 hour. Somebody tell me, why am I looking at the 1 hour? Why am I looking at the 1 hour? I'm looking for one word. Hey, you might have two, but I'm at the one word. I'm going to type it in the chat. Hey, I don't have to type it in the chat. George did it. Look at that. Look at what George typed in. That's what I'm looking for. And if I got this divergence on the daily, I am salivating at the mouth. The other ones didn't have a divergence. They just came down and went up. But this one happens to be a divergence. So, let's go take a look and see what happened. Can't even see it because it's so high. Okay, look at that. Oh, God. Now, this one was down here, right? This is this day right here. It was down here. It started to work its way out. That's cool. I waited for this green arrow. Got the green arrow. Now, for those of you that know technical analysis, you would have seen that it came up and went sideways, right? And then formed a base. You would have known that. Know the patterns. Oops. I'll move that down in a minute. So, swing structure completed. Swing structure. You hit a high right here. You hit a low. And then what happened right here? It broke through. So I had this come out of the zone. I got my green arrow, and it broke through right there. And you see my little yellow circle. Okay? So here's the deal. This little spot right here represents, you see this line right here? That's this line. So it was right around here. It wasn't the very bottom. Okay, but again, I can't just blindly jump into it. So let's see how we're doing now. Let's go forward. Oh, let's just back off. How does that chart look? How does that look? Is that looking pretty good? It's looking huge. And guess what? Over here, we might have some more move, at least up until here. Look where it's at now. Here, and price is now up here. So 1.3265. 1.3265. And I think I got in, it was like right there. Let's just say, it was around there, but 1.3105. I think it was a little bit less, but that's okay. That's 160 pips. How we doing? We're doing pretty good? 160 pips. If you would have did one full lot, I mean, what, over $1,500? But guess what? This move is not done. Okay? So my whole point of this soapbox that I just put you on is, first, the primary lesson. The primary lesson in all this, and I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Do not overtrade. Wait for your perfect opportunity. And then when you see it, you jump on it like a maniac. You're too late on the British pound. But this is what I'm seeing. And this is what I'm watching. Look at this the daily chart. If you look at it, let me go down to 3 months where it's a little bit easier. Okay. So the first thing I'm looking is this little line right here. Are we in either one of our two zones yet? No. So I don't care. I care when it's in the zones, man. That's what I want. I don't care, but look at this. It could be very soon. And look at this. There's nothing formed yet. This is kind of ugly, but if this goes down here, it's a nice return. And guess what? It could be rocket ship to the upside. Aussie. Look at the Aussie. And you can see it in the chart above. Look at here. If you look at the price action, just look at the price action. Price is going up and it's pulling back. It's still red, but if it forms a higher low, what pattern is this? If it forms a higher low, what pattern is that? If it forms a higher low, what is this pattern? It's a bull flag. It's a bull flag. So, if this indicator comes down here in this zone, and this is another red day, and then over here on the hourly, it starts to print a reversal pattern. Can't this ultimately be just like the 1,000 pips that I've pretty much made in the British pound in the next week? Get ready for another 1,000 pips. I'm not a recommendation to buy or sell. Full disclosure. I ain't looking for 25 pips. It's driving me crazy. Okay, that's driving me crazy. This is what I want. I actually want to make money. Okay? And oh, by the way, make money while I sleep. If you think I'm doing anything here? No. This is happening while I'm in bed or not. Okay? But here's the thing. This hasn't formed yet. Yeah, and you know exactly what I'm referring to. Hasn't formed yet. But it's coming. So somebody type in a pair what you want to look at, and we'll analyze it together. Okay? That's my soapbox. Oh, time frames. Ask your question again. I forgot. But the lessons that I'm giving you now is how to trade this foreign exchange. Oh, by the way, this works in the stock market as well. This is how you trade the stock market. Okay? What was your question again? Correlation. Can you be a little bit more specific? I thought we needed the day hour. This is the day, and this is the hour. Okay. This is the day, and this is the hour. This is a completely different type of study set. This is not the ring low, ring high. You're in this to the downside? Well, That's pretty ugly. I mean, that's fine up here. But, again, I personally... Oh, the ES. Oh. Yeah, it's going down. I already told you that this morning. But you're in it to the downside. Okay, we'll check it out. But here's the thing, Guillermo, because, again, I want you to get this. Can you give me some info? Oh, I thought we needed... Okay. Go back to what I said earlier. This is how you're going to trade, okay? You're going to start with your daily charts. You're going to look at your areas. And if it's not in your area, if it's not up here or down here, you move on. Because here's what's going to happen. Right now, if I look at this chart here, yeah, it looks okay. I can try to catch this little punk move to the downside, this little punk move to the upside, this little punk move to the downside, but you better have a lot of money because you're going for 20 pips and 30 pips. And if you're going for 20 and 30 and 40 pips, you better have a lot of money, and you better be risking a lot of money. But I don't think anybody is risking a lot of money. You need to catch the big moves unless you're rich. So here's what I'm looking for. If this breaks to the upside, breaks to the upside, breaks to the upside. First of all, I would have wanted to be in it down here. Okay, but that's there. Let's move that. What do you think is going to happen over here? This is going to go in this zone. And then if that happens, then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look for the thing that I just told you, but a topping pattern, just like I just told you for the other one. Yeah, you were thinking ring high low, but don't worry about it. This is, again, the ring high, ring low is more of a, smaller, trying to catch little things. But again, I want a lot of pips. I want big moves in my options. All right? I want big moves in my futures. I don't want baby moves. I don't want baby moves. So I have my study set, the VWAP, which Hector we're looking at. Oh, yeah, I told you, man. Didn't I tell you up here? I told you up here, Hector. Didn't I? When class started, it's not recorded, so there's no proof other than you. When I joined the class, didn't I tell you, some of you were here, that it was going to roll over? Didn't I tell you? You told me you got into the upside. I was like, bro, it ain't going up. Our iron condors are really happy right now, for those of you in that class, because we're only up $1,000 plus today on the iron condor. But anyway, let's take a look at the downside. We can't train like maniacs. I'm not saying you're trading like a maniac, Hector. Please don't take that, because this is a different trading style. Okay? Different style. You're trading awesome. So you're in it to the downside. Okay. That's tough, because remember, again, it did break the VWAP. I get it. That's another trick. You did get the arrow. Just be careful down here, okay? If you get that green arrow, get out. But, hey, great job, but watch it closely, buddy. Watch it closely. Because you're doing great, man. And that's good. And just write down the notes. Here's one of the things, too, guys. When you make a trade, do me a favor. Take a picture of your trade, like a picture, like a screenshot, and save it and make notes on it. Have you ever thought about that? Let's say, for example, I took this trade, and forget what style it is. Well, let's just say I got out right here. Let's just say I got out. Whatever. I just want to kind of tell you guys. Take a picture, right? Like do your Control P or whatever it is, your picture, and then have a binder. Have a binder that you build and put this picture in your binder. Guillermo, I know you're good at this stuff. Put this picture in your binder and then write notes. Put entry, did you do a good job? Did you get in at the right spot? Did you follow your rules? And build a binder. You guys, if you go back and you start analyzing your trades and you have pictures of your trades and you start to see, why did I enter there? Your trading is going to improve. But hey, this is tanking, so Hector, just roll it out, my friend. Keep riding it. Okay, but that screenshot stuff helps. I think there's another question. So your RSI on the 1 hour is oversold. Okay. Let's go back here. I'm going to switch back to my real money because I have a RSI. Now, it is, let's go back to the pound one. I think it's 0. Let's pull that up real quick. God, we're doing so good. Okay. So, oh, well, that was a different strategy completely. Again, another thing I want to tell you as well is you can't overlap strategies. One strategy works completely different than the other. The strategy on the ES was what's called the VWAP. It's completely different than this one. Okay, completely different. But if you're trading the Forex market, and you can even trade the futures market, this is how you make a lot of money. Not enough money to pay your water bill. Enough money to buy your house. Not enough money to pay your going out to eat bill for one night. Making enough money to pay for your car, your boat, your helicopter, your airplane. Okay? Get it? Okay, let's go look at some chart. We got a little bit of time. Somebody give me a chart. I want y'all to analyze it really quickly. Somebody give me a chart. First chart, boom. Nobody, come on, somebody. Just throw one up. CAD, Japanese yen. Ah, Canadian Japanese yen. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Damn. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, good. Oh, look. That's another one. Huh. Sorry, guys. Do you see this little circle? I forgot about that one. See that little circle? What does that mean? What's that little circle? Right here. What's that little circle? That little yellow circle. What do you think I did right there? Oh, entered to the downside. Why do you think I did that? What was happening? What's going on over here on the daily chart? What's happening? What's happening over here? Is it in the zone that I like? So what I did was, that was this picture right here. So what do you think I did? I looked at the chart. I drew my bottom right there, and I entered right. I forgot about this one. That's so funny. I got so many trades on. I teach so much stuff. I don't even know what I'm in half the time. Here. Oh, that's good. That's good. See if we got 20 pips. What's that number right there? 83.68. Let's write that down. Yeah, it would have been a sell stop. Actually, I think I let it close. What I did, just in full disclosure, I let it close. I'm tired of these false breakouts. So I let it close, and once it closed, I just jumped in at the market because it closed. That's all I wanted. I'm sick of these false breakouts. But it closed below my line. I jumped in at a market order. But you could have did a sell stop. Okay? But here's the thing. Let's zone in. Now, we talked about a bull flag, right? Right. This is a potential what? This is very important. I'm going to end on this one. So let me ask you something. This is going up to a high. This is a high. Isn't this, somebody tell me, is this picture kind of similar to the picture we were just looking at, but a little bit early? Because what we looked at a minute ago on the British pound was, it was already down here, right? And then we caught it to the upside, right? But guess what? Wouldn't it be nice for you to enter also up here and catch this down move as well? Why not catch the move going up, catch the move going down, and then catch the move back up? What's wrong with that? 300 pips, 300 pips, 300 pips. What's wrong with that? Pretty good. So my thing is, when it got up here to the top, and it got here, I looked here. Got in here. How we doing? Pretty good. Let's see what's happening right now. Oh, it kind of went sideways. It was a little punk, right? It went sideways. And then it dropped like a rock. And now, oh, it hit this, and it said no. So I think my stop is, I need to write out. You know what's funny? The sad thing is, don't do this, guys. I don't even have a stop. I don't even have my stop loss in. Because I was watching the chart. But if you're not able to watch a chart, put a lot of these, honestly, because I'm watching the chart, I just jump in really quickly and I forget to go back and put a stop loss. So, but don't do that. So I don't have a physical stop loss, but I'm going to put it in. Yeah, don't do that. But anyway, look, this is where my stop, my mental stop, I have like a mental stop, so I'm watching it mentally up here. So if it would have closed above this line, I would have got out. But look, what did it do? Roll back over. And guess what? How we doing? 82.65. So we got in at 83.68. Right now it's at 82.65. We are up 103 pips. But guess what? What do you think I'm watching for? This to come down here. When this comes down here in this zone here, then I am going to, it'll be like this. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to jump and I'm going to look for a reversal pattern so I can catch the home run back to the upside. And maybe it just breaks through and I make 1,000 pips. Bam! That's the name of the game. So when do you do a 3-to-1 sell OCO? I'm going to be fully honest with you. I do a custom with stop. I don't do a target. But I watch the chart for areas. For example, when this is starting to come down and it gets into this zone here, don't you think that's when I really want to pay? If this would be my entry into a bullish trade, don't you think I want to be watching this? Because if I get my entry to a bullish trade, what do you think I'm going to do with this trade? If I get my entry to a bullish trade here, what am I going to do with an order that I'm into the downside? What do you think I'm going to do? If I get my bullish entry signal, I'm going to get out. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to ride this to the upside. We're killing it. We're killing it. And then I'll get out. What was the other trade? Somebody else posted another one. We'll do one more. What was that? Somebody posted a symbol. British pound Aussie? I think that's what it was. Oh, God. How we doing? Hey, guys, how we doing? 1.8278. 1.8278 minus 1. I don't have a stop either. Don't do that. 7931. 347 pips. No, I'm up. Actually, I'm up in the last week a little bit over 2,600 pips. In full disclosure, not a recommendation to buy or sell. Past results do not dictate future results. But in the last 2 weeks, I'm up over 2,600 pips. I ain't looking for 20 pips. I don't get excited about that. I ain't even looking for 40 pips. That means nothing to me. This is what I'm looking for. I ain't trying to pay my water bill. I'm trying to buy an airplane. Okay? But here's my point. This shows no sign of relief. And again, it made it down here to the bottom, right? So we're cool. Look at this. Look at this one. Oh my God. This came down here a while back. I missed this one. This would have been where you would have looked for the entry, and boom, look at all that move. Close. Boom. Oh my God. We show no signs of stopping. So this trade might be up 1,000 pips by itself when we're done. I don't know how we're doing. Guys, this class is life-changing if you just pay attention to it. When I post a recording, watch it over and over again. Over and over and over again. Woo! You're up on $1,000 real money? Beautiful, Hector. Oh, Guillermo, this class is key for everybody if they pay attention. Pay attention. So I'm going to go through really quickly, and we're going to shut it down, but I'm going to go through really quickly, and all I want is a yes or a no. And what I want is, yes means it's on our radar. Hector, that a boy. So all I want is a yes or a no. Yes means it's on our radar. Doesn't mean we have an entry. It's on our radar. We start with the daily. We don't care about this yet. Here we go. Is it on our radar? Yes or no? Fast. You should already be in it, but you're not in none of these trades. Pretend like you're not in any of these trades. No. This one on our radar? Fast. Everybody, come on, participation. No. This one on our radar? I'm already making thousands of dollars. Radar? Radar? Some new people. Come on. Stop that. Too late. Yeah, I like that. Too late. Good job. I didn't even see your chat. Well, here's another thing. Be careful. And I'm going to tell you right now, be careful. This, it didn't make it. It did curve. Okay, yes, it did have a historic run. But I want to point something out. Look at all these little moves. Here. Up. If you're going to trade this one, this is so important. If you're going to trade this one, then you have to trade all these. Yes, it went up. I get it. But these could have stopped you out. My point is, this one is not on my radar, even though it's a bull flag. I don't care about these phantoms because, again, these are all phantoms. I would have to trade. I'm not trying to hit singles. I want the probabilities. This did not come in the zone. I don't care about it. I'm going to do it now. No. Too late. Too late. It would have been yesterday. You missed it. You missed it. Now, here's the thing. I like to catch it exactly. This would have been down here. You could have went to the 1 hour, and you could have said, now you could have entered here, here, oops, about right here. So it may not be too late for you. Now, if it pulls back, maybe, but to me, it's too late. I missed the signal. I'm not going to get in it. Nope. Too late. Too late. No. 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 Close. Yes. Too late. I mean, you're close, but look, isn't it working out beautiful? Here. Here. It's already moved. You might get in, but this would have been your entry. Because that is a double, look at this, double top. The 13 moving average is crossing. So if this pulls back up here, and then gives me a bearish candle pattern, right where I would have been in, then you can enter here. Write the US Swiss franc down on your chart because it was in the zone. So you're okay if it performs what you got to do. Close. Why are we close? We're getting down here. I want to make 1,000 pips to the upside. Not yet. Nope. 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 Okay, see how fast that is? Done. There you go. I went to all our... I don't even care. That's how you do it, guys. That's how you make almost 3,000 pips in 2 weeks. Not a recommendation to buy or sell. Past performance does not indicate future results. But, oh, this is the trade that we're into the downside. So I say no because you should have already been all these trades. You know, 20 pips. It's a joke. All right, everybody. ES down 36. That means our iron condors are looking great. Thank God. We needed that. Guys, our iron condors were hurting. No, but I told you, probabilities, baby. Probabilities. Look at that. Woo! Look, God, guys. We were up here in our iron condor. We were getting so much pressure to the upside. This down move is making our iron condors so happy. We needed that bad. Hey, 80% probability. We're not out of the woods yet, but whew, that iron condor is up $1,000 today. $1,000 today on that iron condor. Oops. Just look at this FCX. This is the trade that I think I alerted you. I'm not sure. Up 162%. I alerted you guys this trade. This is real money. Not a recommendation to buy or sell. Past performance does not indicate future results. We're up 36% in the trade that I alerted you. Yesterday, I think I alerted you this trade. I think we're up 9% in 1 day. We're up 162%. Oh, Netflix. I alerted you guys Netflix. We're up 41%. And this is like in less than 3 or 4 days. I alerted you guys GDX. We're up 25%. I alerted you guys Walmart. We're up 42%. By the way, guys, this is only in like 1, 2, 3 days. 42%, 39%, 26%, 162%, 9%, 35%. I alerted you all these. Our iron condor is up $1,000. Did you guys take the trades? If you don't know how, that's a different story. That's why I'm going to be making videos. But this is real money. I alerted you guys. Oh, look at this one. 92% EWZ. EWZ. Remember that. EWZ. 92% EWZ. Hang on a second. EWZ. Let's go find EWZ. EWZ. Guillermo, thanks for this one. WhatsApp. EWZ. EWZ. Where are we at? Hang on. This is the Trading Part-Time University. Hey, Guillermo, this is awesome, man. You can do it on your desktop. That's great. Where's it at? Netflix? Look, read this. This is an alert I gave you guys yesterday. 11 o'clock. Netflix looks like it's topping out. Okay, that was one, but that's one. Let's look for this one. EWZ, right? EWZ. Looks like it's topping out. Aggressive entry. Cron. This was like 2 days ago. So EWZ is up how many percent? Is that good? 2 days? Pretty good. I don't know how many of you guys can make 91% 2 days. How's that one? How's Cron doing? We got in Cron. Let's see. Hang on. Let's go take a look at Cron. We're not doing that good. We're only up 15%. We're only up 15% on Cron. Come on. 16% 2 days? That sucks. 91%. Oh, 95% now. Hang on. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining the class today. I really appreciate it. I hope you got great value. You should have. This is life-changing information that I just gave you. Moral of the story. Moral of the story. Be patient. Do not overtrade. We're not looking for $10 to $15. We're looking for the big ones. Because I don't believe your accounts are in the millions. And if your accounts aren't big, those little moves aren't going to do anything for you. They're not going to grow your account. Your account's never going to get to the size that you want it to be. Ever. On 20 pips, 30 pips. Don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. It will never happen. If you don't start hitting these big stuff, your account is never going to grow. Okay? That's my soapbox. That's my lesson for you guys today. I do not promise you're going to profit if you purchase a stock or a bond or a Forex or a future or anything. It's recommended if you're going to trade, please do so with caution. We looked at the paper money platform today by TD Ameritrade, also my real money platform. Not a recommendation to buy or sell. Successful trading during one time period does not guarantee successful investing in an additional time period as market conditions change. Nothing was for financial advice. Please take a look at the disclaimers really quickly.